Life, as we know it, is a journey. A journey that begins the moment we take our first breath and continues until our last. It's a path filled with twists and turns, unexpected detours, and moments of stillness. Each step we take, each decision we make, shapes the course of our lives. A tapestry woven with threads of joy, sorrow, love, and loss. These threads intertwine to create the fabric of our existence, each one adding its own unique color and texture. The highs and lows, the laughter and tears all come together to form a beautiful, intricate pattern. It's a journey that takes us through valleys of despair and up mountains of triumph. In the valleys, we find our strength, and on the mountaintops, we celebrate our victories. These experiences, both challenging and rewarding, shape who we are and who we become. Each of us, carrying our own unique stories. Stories that are as diverse and varied as the people who live them. Some stories are filled with moments of joy and success, while others are marked by struggle and hardship. Yet each story is valuable and worth telling. Some stories are filled with privilege and ease, while others are marked by hardship and adversity. The contrast between these experiences highlights the vast spectrum of human existence. It reminds us that while our paths may differ, we all share the common thread of humanity. This is the story of one such woman. A woman whose life was a testament to resilience and determination. She faced challenges that would have broken many, yet she stood firm, her spirit unyielding. Her journey is a powerful reminder of the strength that lies within us all. A woman who faced life's storms with unwavering courage and emerged stronger, her spirit unbroken. Through the darkest of times, she found the light within herself to keep moving forward. Her story is one of hope, perseverance, and the unbreakable human spirit. A woman whose journey reminds us of the indomitable spirit that resides within us all. Her life is a testament to the power of hope and the strength of the human heart. She teaches us that no matter how difficult the journey, we have the power to overcome and thrive. Let her story be a beacon of hope, a testament to the power of resilience. May it inspire us to face our own challenges with courage and to never lose sight of the light that guides us through the darkest of times. Born into modest beginnings, her life was far from easy. She learned early on the meaning of hard work, sacrifice, and responsibility. Life's challenges were not strangers, they were constant companions. Yet, even as a young girl, there was a fire in her eyes, a spark of determination that refused to be extinguished. She possessed a quiet strength, a resilience that would be tested time and again. This is her story. A story of a woman's journey through the trials and tribulations of life and her eventual triumph over adversity. Life took a turn when she was barely a teenager. The carefree days of her childhood seemed to vanish overnight, replaced by a heavy sense of duty and responsibility. She found herself standing at the crossroads of innocence and maturity, forced to grow up faster than she ever imagined. Her father, a hardworking man who provided for their small family, fell ill. He was the pillar of their home, the one who always had a solution for every problem, a comforting word for every fear. His illness was not just a physical ailment but a shadow that loomed over their lives, altering the very fabric of their existence. It wasn't a sudden storm, but a creeping sickness that slowly began to steal their provider, their protector, their rock. Each day she watched as the man who once seemed invincible grew weaker, his strength ebbing away like the tide. The laughter that once filled their home was replaced by a quiet, pervasive worry. The weight of the world, it seemed, settled onto her young shoulders. She felt the pressure to step up, to fill the void left by her father's illness. Every step she took felt heavier, every decision more critical. The carefree days of her youth were replaced by a relentless march towards adulthood. She watched as her mother, a woman of quiet strength, shouldered the burden of their family's hardship with grace and determination. Her mother became her role model, a beacon of resilience in the face of adversity. She learned that strength wasn't always loud and boisterous. Sometimes it was the quiet resolve to keep going no matter how tough things got. Yet, the worry etched on her mother's face, the exhaustion in her eyes, did not go unnoticed. She saw the toll that the endless days of work and worry took on her mother. It was a silent plea for help, a reminder that even the strongest among us need support. The need to ease their burden, to be a source of strength, grew within her. She resolved to be the support her family needed, to be the one who could bring back a semblance of normalcy to their lives. It was a heavy responsibility for someone so young, but she embraced it with a maturity beyond her years, driven by love and a deep sense of duty. School, once a place of joy and learning, became a luxury they could barely afford. She would help her mother after school, taking on odd jobs, contributing to their meager income. Every penny earned was a victory, a small step towards easing their struggles. She learned to find joy in the simplest of things, a shared meal, a moment of laughter, the comfort of her family's love. Despite the hardships, she clung to the belief that better days lay ahead, a belief fueled by her dreams and her unwavering spirit. She had dared to dream of a different life, a life where she could pursue her education, explore her passions, and create a brighter future. She dreamt of becoming a teacher, of inspiring young minds, of making a difference. But life, as it often does, had other plans. With a heavy heart, she put her dreams on hold. Her family needed her, and she wouldn't let them down. The weight of responsibility was immense, but she carried it with a quiet dignity, her spirit refusing to be broken. One evening, while working at a local diner, a kind customer noticed her dedication and quiet strength. Intrigued by her story, he offered her a helping hand, a chance to continue her education. It was a glimmer of hope, a beacon in the darkness, and she embraced it with open arms. The path forward was not paved with ease. Balancing work, family obligations, and her studies was a constant struggle. Sleep became a luxury she could ill afford, and exhaustion became a familiar companion. There were moments of doubt, whispers of discouragement that threatened to extinguish her hope. The weight of her responsibilities felt overwhelming, the sacrifices she was making felt immense. Yet, she pressed on, her inner strength fueled by the love for her family and the flicker of her own dreams. She would rush from her early morning shift at the diner to her college classes, her mind racing, her stomach often empty. The other students, mostly younger, seemed to inhabit a different world, a world of carefree laughter and boundless possibilities. She envied their freedom, their ability to fully immerse themselves in their studies. Yet she refused to let resentment take root. She had been given a chance, a precious opportunity, and she was determined to make the most of it. She would study late into the night, the words blurring on the page, her weary mind struggling to absorb the knowledge. There were times when she felt like giving up, when the exhaustion threatened to consume her. But then she would look at her mother's tired face, etched with worry, and her father's frail hand, reaching out for hers. Their love, their silent belief in her, gave her the strength to carry on. She found solace in her studies, her mind awakening to new ideas, her world expanding beyond the confines of her circumstances. Education became her refuge, a source of hope, a promise of a brighter future. Her journey was not without its setbacks. There were failed exams, moments of self-doubt, and the constant fear that she was not doing enough, that she was letting everyone down. Life had a way of testing her resolve, pushing her to her limits. But she learned to embrace her failures, to see them as opportunities for growth. She sought help when she needed it, her pride taking a back seat to her determination. With each obstacle overcome, she grew stronger, her spirit more resilient, her belief in herself unwavering. Amidst the whirlwind of responsibilities and the challenges of her demanding schedule, a light emerged from an unexpected source. Professor Thompson, a woman with a kind smile and eyes that sparkled with wisdom, saw in her a student hungry for knowledge, a spirit yearning to soar. Professor Thompson recognized the quiet strength beneath her students' tired eyes, the determination that fueled her every step. She became a mentor, a guide, offering not only academic support but also a listening ear and words of encouragement that resonated deep within her soul. Professor Thompson's classes weren't just lectures, they were journeys of discovery. She had a way of bringing literature to life, of igniting a passion within her students that extended far beyond the pages of their textbooks. For the first time, our protagonist felt a spark ignite within her, a sense of belonging she hadn't realized she craved. Literature became her sanctuary, a world where she could escape the drudgery of her daily struggles and explore the boundless realms of imagination and possibility. Encouraged by Professor Thompson's belief in her abilities, she began to find her voice. She started to contribute more in class, her words hesitant at first, but gradually gaining confidence and clarity. Her classmates, initially surprised by her insights, came to value her unique perspective, shaped by her life experiences and her unwavering determination. She discovered a strength within herself she hadn't known existed, the ability to articulate her thoughts, to share her story, to connect with others through the power of words. The encouragement she received from Professor Thompson and the support of her fellow students had a profound impact. She began to see herself not just as a woman burdened by responsibilities, but as a capable, intelligent individual with something valuable to offer the world. Her grades, once a source of anxiety, began to reflect her dedication and hard work. She excelled in her studies, her thirst for knowledge unquenchable. Most importantly, she discovered a passion for learning, a joy in expanding her horizons that transcended the pursuit of academic achievement. Years passed, filled with late nights hunched over textbooks, early mornings spent working at the diner, and precious moments stolen with her family. Each day was a balancing act, a tightrope walk between her responsibilities and her aspirations. Yet, she persevered, fueled by a newfound purpose and the unwavering support of Professor Thompson. The world of academia, once daunting and unfamiliar, became a source of solace and inspiration. She immersed herself in her studies, her mind eagerly absorbing knowledge, her perspectives broadening with each passing semester. The more she learned, the more she realized how much more there was to learn, and the fire within her burned brighter. She never forgot the sacrifices her family had made for her, the dreams they had put on hold so she could pursue hers. It was a promise she carried close to her heart, a silent vow to make them proud. Their unwavering love and belief in her fueled her determination, pushing her to strive for excellence in all that she did. She knew her journey was not just her own, it was a testament to their unwavering support, their enduring love. Success, she discovered, was not a destination, but a series of small victories strung together like pearls on a necklace. Each exam passed, each paper completed, each word of praise from Professor Thompson was a milestone on her path. And then came the day she had been working towards, the culmination of years of sacrifice and unwavering dedication, her graduation day. As she walked across the stage, her heart swelling with pride, she saw tears of joy in her mother's eyes and a look of quiet contentment on her father's face. In that moment, she knew that every sacrifice had been worth it. Life had a way of coming full circle. The young girl who had once dreamt of becoming a teacher, whose dreams had been deferred by circumstance, was now standing on the threshold of a new chapter. She had not only achieved her own dreams but had also become a beacon of hope for others, proving that with determination, resilience, and the love of family, even the most daunting obstacles could be overcome. Her journey was a testament to the indomitable spirit that resides within us all, a reminder that even in the face of adversity, the human spirit can triumph. With her degree in hand, she felt a surge of pride and accomplishment. Years of hard work, late-night study sessions, and countless sacrifices had finally paid off. This moment was not just an end, but a beginning. She embarked on a new chapter, a journey into the heart of education. The school gates symbolized a portal to a world where she could make a difference, where her passion for teaching could flourish. She accepted a teaching position at a local school, a place that held the promise of new beginnings and endless possibilities. The handshake with the principal was more than a formality. It was a pact to nurture young minds. The school was filled with the echoes of young minds eager to learn, their laughter and curiosity creating a vibrant atmosphere. It was a place where dreams took root and grew. Standing at the front of the classroom, she felt a mix of excitement and responsibility. The faces looking up at her were full of potential, each student a unique story waiting to unfold. She saw a reflection of herself in the eyes of her students, a hunger for knowledge, a spark of curiosity, and a yearning for a brighter future. She remembered her own journey and the teachers who had inspired her. The classroom was a melting pot of dreams and aspirations. Each student brought their own hopes and challenges, and she was determined to guide them towards their goals. Each lesson plan she crafted, each word she spoke, was infused with her own experiences, her understanding of the transformative power of education. She knew that teaching was not just about imparting knowledge, but about inspiring and empowering. Her stories and lessons were bridges connecting the past to the present, showing her students that they too could overcome obstacles and achieve their dreams. Her understanding of the transformative power of education was evident in every interaction. She believed in the potential of each student and worked tirelessly to help them see it too. She knew that for many of her students, education was more than just acquiring knowledge. It was a lifeline, a beacon of hope in challenging circumstances. Education was a path to a better life, a way to break the cycle of poverty and open doors to opportunities that once seemed out of reach. As she watched her students leave the school each day, she felt a deep sense of fulfillment. She was not just teaching, she was shaping the future, one lesson at a time. Section 2, A Legacy of Knowledge. Her classroom became a space where dreams were nurtured, where curiosity was celebrated, and where every student, regardless of their background, felt seen and valued. She challenged her students to think critically, to question the world around them, and to use their voices to make a difference. She shared her own story, her struggles, and her triumphs, not as a tale of hardship, but as a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. Her journey became a source of inspiration for her students, a reminder that with determination and perseverance, anything is possible. Years turned into decades, and her impact extended far beyond the classroom walls. She became a pillar of her community, a mentor to young teachers, and a tireless advocate for quality education for all. Her passion for teaching never waned. It only deepened with time, fueled by the knowledge that she was making a difference in the lives of her students. She witnessed firsthand the transformative power of education, watching as her students went on to achieve their own dreams, breaking down barriers and creating a brighter future for themselves and their families. Section 4, An Unwavering Spirit. Her story, a testament to the strength and resilience of the human spirit, resonated far beyond her immediate circle. It served as a beacon of hope for anyone facing adversity, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, a flicker of hope can ignite a fire that burns brightly, illuminating the path towards a brighter future. This woman's journey, a tapestry woven with threads of hardship, determination, and unwavering love, reminds us that within each of us lies the strength to overcome adversity, to rise above our circumstances, and to create a life filled with purpose and meaning. As the sun began to set on her life, casting long shadows across the well-worn path she had walked, she looked back with a heart full of gratitude. Life had dealt her its share of challenges, testing her resolve at every turn. Yet, she had faced each obstacle with grace and determination, her spirit never broken, her belief in herself never extinguished. She had learned that true strength lay not in the absence of adversity, but in the courage to face it head-on. It was in the moments of doubt, in the face of seemingly insurmountable obstacles, that her spirit had soared the highest. Her story, a testament to the indomitable human spirit, served as a beacon of hope for all who had the privilege of knowing her. She taught us that even in the darkest of times, a flicker of hope, fueled by love, determination, and an unwavering belief in oneself can ignite a fire that burns brightly, illuminating the path towards a better tomorrow. Her journey reminds us that life is not about avoiding the storms, but about learning to dance in the rain. It's about embracing the challenges, learning from our setbacks, and emerging from the trials stronger, wiser, and more resilient than we ever thought possible. As we reflect on her extraordinary life, let us carry her story in our hearts, a timeless reminder that within each of us lies the potential for greatness. We all have our own mountains to climb, our own battles to fight. But let us remember that we are never alone in our struggles. With courage, determination, and the unwavering support of those who love us, we too can overcome adversity and create a life filled with purpose, meaning, and an enduring legacy of hope. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe, and this other story that may be appearing on the screen will most likely move you as well. Have a nice day, and see you in the next video.